Most people miss opportunities not because they're unlucky, but they miss them because they're looking at the wrong signals. And the biggest opportunities almost always look boring at first. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to the channel. I'm Tommy Hill, just some random Asian dude that you ran through, or that you ran into the YouTubes. But if you have been to my channel, welcome back. Glad to have you guys, and I am back. So just wanted to drop a couple nuggets for you guys. If you're new to the channel, I usually talk about 3 points. Kind of sit down style. I also do vlogs to show like my daily, life, and then just stuff that I want to post for future documenting as well too, and just overall my journey. So that way you guys can hang out, sit front row, and see what it looks like. Back to some of the points I want to discuss. So today, instead of 3 points, let's talk about 3 signals that you guys can get. So the first signal I want to talk about is more so about why people miss opportunities, right? And then this one is signaling that boring is actually the first signal. When something is boring, it actually works, right? So like what I mean by that is just keep on working on what you're doing, being consistent. It's not about something that's hyped up. It's usually something that you continue to work on with discipline, and then slow, consistent progress. No one talks about it, but there's always opportunities that are hidden within there. Keep on progressing yourself, whether it's your career, investments, you're tracking things, making sure that you're looking things consistently so that way you are aware. So that's boring, right? Most people think that that's boring stuff because it's not exciting, and then you don't see it clear as day. But that's generally when, I feel like the best signal. Just keep on working on your craft, and then it will come. It can be sooner or later, but at the end of the day, you just set your own milestones. So that's the first one. Just if it feels boring, but it keeps you more grounded, that's usually the real opportunity, because that's what's happening. So don't ignore some of that. The second signal is that nobody's talking about it yet. So what it looks like is like there's no mainstream attention. So like if this is an investment, let's say, no mainstream attention. A few people understand it as well too, and then there's no clear narrative yet. Like people don't have perspective on it yet. That's a sign that you're onto something. That's like early stages of usually a topic or investments that I try and get into, and it's 50-50, right? Like you're risking it. Same thing with like YouTube. Like if you want to get into a niche, like those are the perfect niches. No one understands it. Same thing with I talk about XRP. That's the same exact thing, right? That's a niche. Not a lot of people understand it. Those of you who do get it, right? XRP Army. And so they understand the utility base of the asset and then the investment. So it's an investment, so you know what it is. Same thing with companies. When you start getting into companies to invest into, and then also like if you want to build something, if you're good at a specific niche, just build on it. You can't ask for advice from others because they don't understand it. So you are the person who's building it. You're the only person who you can trust. So just continue on with that, and then using signal 1 to kind of propel the discipline and consistency to understand that like the signal number 2, it's a niche, right? You can tie all of it together. And then the third thing, and then this one is really important for me because throughout my career and throughout all of my whole investment journey and financial journey as well too, It's about feeling uncomfortable to start. That's the third signal. So making sure that like it's you understand that when you feel discomfort and then you don't know, that's a good sign. Like if you're unsure, if you feel early, there's a lot of questions that goes through your mind. You feel lonely, and you just have so much questions. With AI now, you can ask AI anything, and then they'll get you, at least halfway there. But at the end of the day, it's your intuition that really matters, because AI is not going to give you that discipline. It'll give you the structure, and it'll help you outline it and then structure it up if you do it the right way. But it's who's really going to drive everything. And if you feel uncomfortable, that's good. Get used to feeling uncomfortable. Take it as a challenge. Like one of the things that has propelled me into into like great careers, great opportunities, are these signals. And then the third one is the most important, is because I put myself in very uncomfortable positions and situations to be able to learn. And at the end of the day, like that's what it's about. So that's where the true opportunities are at. People think that they're going to be sitting and waiting. You can't sit and wait. Like at the end of the day, these three signals are like, for me, if you tie them all together, it creates like that structure and discipline. Like some examples for what I've done recently, starting the new channel, for YouTube. That's very uncomfortable. I don't know anything about recording, but I learned, throughout the repetition and the consistency. I've learned to create videos. They're not the best, but they don't have to be the best. Like, as long as I provide as much content and I have one person watching my videos, I will continue to do this. It gives me that purpose, and I just feel good about it. So at the end of the day, I'm providing some type of value, and I hope that you enjoy it. If you do, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Give me some feedback. I'm open to it all. But that's for the YouTube piece, right? And then I've also taken on a new role. So this is brand new. I don't, like I'm still getting the complete offer, but got the verbal offers. Like, I'm starting as an executive director, and as an executive, like baby exec, at my company. So it's just like, okay, this is something new to me. I've been an executive for like a nonprofit, but like that's just like community work. So like this is like, okay, now I have a business inside of a legacy business. So building upon that, and then starting to learn about those. But that came as an opportunity too. Like, I was just working in my career, caring about the teams that I've built, and then continuing to try and grow my current team in IT. And like, this role popped up as an opportunity. Like, I made, great connections. I have great mentors and sponsors that help me within the company, to propel me up into this position. Like, very like the way that I had to position myself wasn't like I was sitting around waiting, right? I was positioning myself every single day by striving for more, and then by trying to do more, and then also understanding that like these connections that I'm making are strong, positioned people. And then networking, and then being nice, right? Being kind is one of the main things, because that's my core foundation, and being authentic. So that propelled me. I applied the same exact foundation, and then my same exact, like the way that I structure things has always been the same. Now it's starting to snowball, right, throughout my career and throughout my journey, whether it's career-wise, whether it's investing, whether it's building businesses, launching new products. All the times that I failed and I did not meet my own expectations, it's because I stopped. Like, at the end of the day, it's because I stopped, because I didn't want to do it anymore. The only time that you fail is when you say that you can't do it. for me, if you can't do it, it's not because you can't do it. It's literally because you don't want to do it. So be real with yourself. And at the end of the day, you know, like, it's up to you. There's no one else who's going to wake up. You're going to wake up yourself. And that's just something that I'm very passionate about, you know, so I wanted to take a second, you know, sit down with you guys. It's been a minute, so I wanted to sit down and just chat. I'll get my vlogs up soon, but it takes a bit, you know, to build those vlogs. So I've been head down, you know, with all the career change and making sure that I nail all these interviews. So yeah, if you guys want some interview tips as well too, if you're trying to be an executive, leave a comment below. Let me know. I can help out with some of that as well. I just went through some of them. And then situational stuff too, like what have you gone through? You know, just let me know whatever you guys want, what type of content you want from me. I can help provide all the history and experience that I have. It's what this channel is for. So that's all I want to stop and then, you know, drop those 3 signals. And, you know, one of the biggest things that I can say is opportunities don't look like the opportunities. They don't look obvious, right? Like one of the main things that you should be looking for is the 3 signals, making sure that like you understand that it's boring, but it's consistent. Nobody's talking about it, you know, like it's dead under waters. And then the last one is the most important, is making sure that you feel uncomfortable. If you feel uncomfortable, continue on. So yeah, you know, those are the main things that I wanted to get out there. And I feel like that's exactly why people miss them. It's because the opportunities feel boring, unnoticed, and then uncomfortable. But yeah, if you guys like these types of videos, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Thank you for staying tuned. Catch you in the next one. Later. Be kind.